Hey guys, and welcome back to Our Own World. So this week is 10 blank. So my 10 blank is 10 things only musicians understand. Now if you didn't know, I think me and Kat Ross are musicians. I play violin and ukulele, and she's played just a bajillion instruments. So I'm going to go over the top 10 things that every musician can understand, and I try to generalize it because there's a lot just for violin or orchestra, so I really tried to generalize it. So let's get started. The first one is that we read sheet music like it's our native language. Like some people, if you show people who are not into music or play an instrument, they're just like, okay, I remember phase. So we just read it like it's our own language and we get it completely. You are always annoyed when people ask, why is there a hashtag on the music? Not a hashtag, it's a sharp. Always the best one in music theory, because if you've been playing instruments for like over a year or two plus, you probably know the circle of fifths, how to read music, like it's easy. Rest, starts, the ta-ta, ticka-ticka thing. You know it like the back of your hand, so. 4. Most people are like this, but never touch anybody's instrument. If you walk into their house and they have a lot of instruments, don't touch them. You don't know how expensive they are. You don't know, especially when people touch your bow hair. I'm done. Like, you're asking for it. Like, don't touch bow hair. You will never be able to draw a treble clef. I don't care if you play piano. I don't care if you even play, I don't know, double bass. You will still not be very good at drawing a treble clef. Nobody really was. So I don't know why we didn't just set up an epidemic and change the treble clef into something easier to draw, like a circle or something. I don't know. Deep down, you will never understand the circle of fifths. Never ever will you understand the circle of fifths. I still don't understand the circle of fifths. If you don't know what that is, it's the key signature, and every key signature you can get in the side of your music. So there will be a treble clef, and then there will be the time signature, and then the key signature. Flats aren't anyone's friend. I don't care whatever instrument you play. I don't care if you play clarinet, flute, French horn, double bass, I don't know, guitar. Key signatures can ruin lives. You know when you see that one with like the most flats you've ever seen in a place? Like I think the top flat number you can get is like 5 or 6 flats. So it just tells you every note will be flat until told otherwise. That's why there are sharps in music. That means it was told to be flat or natural, and then all of a sudden they want you to play a sharp or a flat or a natural. They ruin life. Sometimes they're just like, oh, I love this piece, and then I see too many flats in the key signature, and I'm like, I love hearing this piece. You understand this if you play like guitar or piano or violin or like one of the more common to play instruments. Sorry, viola. When people say they play your instrument and you're like, okay, cool, you can play something, and then you find out that they can only play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and you're like, no, you do not play this instrument. Or the other outcome is like when they say, oh, I played it when I was like 4, and of course you don't remember anything. People are always asking you to play things. I don't care what instrument you play, but they're always like, oh, that's so cool. You play ukulele. Can you play me a song? Can you play the SpongeBob song? Or they have like a favorite song that they want you to play. So they're just like, oh, you play violin? That's cool. Can you play like Crystallized by Lindsey Sterling? It's just like, no, actually, I can't. I'm sorry. We act like we can just remember all these pieces in our brains. How was I supposed to remember probably like a 2-page song in my head, just top of my head? I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Like and subscribe to this channel. Again, down below, leave any suggestions you want for a future week's theme, and I hope to see you next Saturday. Goodbye.